Finished another blade, one of the beasts, preheat treat, grind and everything, and this one I'm gonna call the Beaver, and this is why it's just squared off chopping crazy tool. You have full flat, which will be probably after the heat treat. What I will probably try to do is go for the competition kata performance, so almost zero grind. I don't know how thin I can take this 01, so I might have to convex the very edge on it a little bit. I don't know, I'll see. I'll grind it zero grind first. At least I try to grind it zero grind as best as I can, because that is a hard thing to do, to make it nice. And I'll test it and see how strong it is, how strong the 01 can be. And worst comes to worst, I can always just, you know, thicken up the edge, round it off a little bit. That's gonna be easy, but it's gonna be interesting. So you have nice V grind, which will go to the, let's call it zero grind, and then there is kind of like a chisel point, which is interesting obviously because it's on the angle. But I think it came out pretty sweet, because you have V grind, but then I knocked off that one side. So imagine this is on the angle, and then this comes straight on. So you still have, it still is a chisel grind, same as, you know, anything else, since this is flat anyway. And I think it's gonna be interesting. It will give you some kind of prying capability and stuff like that, splitting maybe. I will probably do kind of like exposed tank or something, or at least a little bit on the end, depending on what material. So it should be pretty decent splitter this way, you know, hammering it into something. It should be pretty interesting. It's not the prettiest blade, but it has the charm to me, kind of that interesting tool charm. There's plenty of different these kind of like they call it, you know, Becker has kind of like a tack tool, or some other companies too. But this crazy take this, that 3/8, you know, again that big handle to counterbalance it a little bit, so the, you know, the balance isn't all the way up front. It's not just crazy heavy chopper. Now the balance is somewhere around here. So what is it, about 2.5 inches up from the finger choil. Now imagine after the removing of the final, you know, the final grind, and putting the handles on, it should move probably somewhere around here, 1.5 inches. But this is a big thick piece of steel. Let me grab a scale, if it can even measure, because I have a feeling that it will be over 2 pounds. So my scale won't tell me. Actually no, 35. It is over 2 pounds. 35.5 now. So imagine after taking off the metal from here, putting on the handle, it's gonna be about the same, about 35 ounces I guess, I imagine. And I'll see if it will be too balanced, you know, if the balance will be here. I will try the taper tang on this to bring that weight up front again, but I'll see. Probably just testing will show. Did the 1/4 inch holes, just tons of them, and thank you for all that helped me, pointed out that the oil, I never thought that the WD-40 to the regular oil will be such a big improvement, and it definitely was. Definitely cuts a lot better, you know, the drilling definitely helped a ton. So thank you all. There was a bunch of you that commented, PM'd me, so really appreciate the help, guys. That's why I love YouTube and this community, because I learn something new every day, and I love it. So thank you for that, folks. Let me know what you think about this. Think it's too ugly, too squared off, or what? I kind of like it. Definitely not my, you know, you guys know that I love that recurve shape, but I think this has the charm to it, that tool, like this is the tool, this isn't something you want to keep on the shelf. That has that kind of charm to me. And I will probably do something similar, but scaled down, that will be within the Blade Sports parameters, you know, all the dimensions. That's gonna be the next project. Again, also 3/8 thick, but the handle will have to be shorter, and the blade will have to be shorter by quite a bit, because they have very specific. This is 2 inch high, so that would be fine, but the length of the blade is definitely far a lot bigger, and also handle is a lot bigger. The handle is supposed to be only 5 inches and cutting edge 10 inches, overall 15. So this is a lot bigger than the competition chopper can be, but that's gonna be the next project. So let me know what you think of this. I'm happy. I did the grind is nice. I nailed the grind pretty nice. The relief is decent. I have that little, you know, kind of like a fancy. It's not perfect, but I'll try to make it a little better when it comes back from the heat treat. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself. Beaver can be dangerous.